All right, it looks like we've got everything packed up. And word of note here, when you're going to go to a buddy's house, bring your own tools, bring your own chemicals, oils, whatever you've got. Bring your own rags. Try not to rely on the house to hold all of that stuff and supply it for you. I think it's just a good rule of thumb. We're packed up, ready to go. Let's go, guys. Let's lock up the deli on the garage. I would be taking my truck, but that sucker's expensive on gas, and it's filled. So I'm taking the wife's car. So anyway, here we go. This trip to Joe's house is going to probably take about an hour here, so I'm just going to give you some interesting points about this town while we're driving to his house. The part of Bakersfield I live in is on the southwest corner. We've been here for about 20 years, and before this was all built up, it was pretty much just dirt and fields. The city was originally built up near the freeway, which is the 99 that runs north and south in California, and we're about 15 minutes from that, so it takes us a while to get to the freeway. One of the first things I noticed when I moved to this town, all these particular roads were listed as 55 miles per hour. And so I thought that was kind of strange because to me, those were always freeway speeds. So people tend to drive about 65 on these. And they make for some horrible crashes because you've got two freeways basically converging on each other. When I originally moved here, I did anything a typical hobbyist would do. I looked out for the first hobby shop I could find. And actually, if you look in that dirt field to the left right there used to be a house on that land, and in that house lived a man who ran a hobby shop out of his garage. I had found his hobby shop listed in the phone book, and he gave me directions, but when I got there, I couldn't believe what I saw. This old man walks out of the shed in overalls, and he's got the wing that I've been looking for my airplane. It was just like right out of an old storybook. Finally we're at the freeway. You see how long that took? So we're quite a bit of ways from it. Well, at least we get to speed up now. We head north on the 99 freeway, and we're eventually going to get to the 58, which will then head east. And this will take us to that wonderful city known as Tehachapi. The city of Tehachapi was named after the Kauai Sioux tribe, and it translates to hard climb. And pretty soon you'll see why they named it like that. Above you can see the new freeway extension they're building, and this will eventually connect the 99 freeway to the 5 freeway to the west. If you look out way yonder, you'll see that there's kind of a brown dirt area. Those are the oil fields of Bakersfield. It was discovered in 1899 at the depth of 70 feet. The Kern River oil field is located northeast of Bakersfield, with over 1,900 wells currently in existence. With the movement to green energy and running everything electrical, I often wonder what's going to happen to oil-producing cities like Bakersfield. Where are all these people going to work, and where are they going to live when the oil gets cut off? They might take away our gasoline-powered cars, but they're not touching my slot cars, because guess what, folks? Those are electric, and those are the original green energy toy. Off to the left here, you can see Murray Farms, where they grow all kinds of different fruits and vegetables. Looks like they're doing a pumpkin patch type of event now. When my kids were really young, my parents used to take them there for all kinds of events. And they do make one of the most delicious apple pies I've ever tried. You can tell that the terrain starts to change as we approach the Tehachapi Mountains. And here we go up, folks. Here is the climb they talked about. The hard climb this mountain range was named after. I would say the hardest thing about having to climb this mountain is that there are only 2 lanes, and the right lane is reserved for trucks. But when another truck decides that it's not going fast enough and it jumps into the left lane, you get blocked and you can lose all your momentum trying to get up that mountain. With this hybrid car, it really is a struggle once another car gets into the left lane and slows down. To the right, nestled in the hills, houses the 500-acre Bakersfield National Cemetery. This site will eventually accommodate up to 15,000 fallen soldiers. I do have family buried there. I'll shut up now so we can just enjoy the scenery and move on to the next point of interest. You probably can't see it from here, but off to the right is the famous Tehachapi Loop. The loop is approximately 4,000 feet in length and connects the Mojave Desert to the San Joaquin Valley. Originally created in 1874, between 1875 and 1876, approximately 3,000 Chinese railroad workers helped create this loop and blasted into the mountain to create 18 tunnels to make the loop work. Now, why the Tehachapi Loop, you ask? Well, the reason why is because the mountain is very steep. Remember, it's translated from the word hard climb. The loop made it possible for trains to overcome the very steep grade and get from one side of the valley to the other. It looks like we just missed the train going through the loop, but I think we're going to be able to catch it right up here. And there's the train, straight ahead. Watch how it winds in and out of the mountain. In one tunnel and out the other.
Look at all that's going on here. Here comes another one. Here comes another one.
I don't know why, but when I see trains go through tunnels, I always think of Disneyland. And we're finally off the freeway. That wasn't too bad. We're finally in the city of Tehachapi, but we're not there yet. We're about 4,000 feet right now, but we still got quite a bit of ways to go. If you like roller coasters, stay tuned for the next part of the drive. If you like Volkswagens like me, every year up here in Tehachapi, they have an event called Oktoberfest. VW owners from the surrounding areas come up here and gather to enjoy Oktoberfest, drink some beer, and eat some pizza. It's a pretty good event. Now off to the upper left up there is the community of Stallion Springs. That is where the VW event is usually held each year, to kind of commemorate the real Oktoberfest that happens in Germany. Welcome to Bear Valley Springs. And yes, bears do live up here. Yeah, so see, residents get to go straight through. We're not that lucky. Let's see here. We're really getting up here now, folks. Let's see if you can see that down there. Look at that. Still not there yet. We still got more to go. We're getting up into the clouds. Look at that. those are the post boxes that Joe's slot cars usually come in. One thing that always makes me nervous about driving around in these communities is all the animals that seem to run across the road right in front of you. I don't know why, but that just freaks me out. Years ago, I was driving up here reading meters in a little pickup, and a deer literally jumped over the roof of the truck and kept on going. How'd you like to lose your brakes right there? There's that freeway we traveled up. Remember that? Down there, you could barely see them. Look like little ants. Finally here. I see Bernie running across the road here. Every time I see him, he starts barking at me like he's never seen me before. And there's old Joe, man. They're just sitting there, look at him, playing with his dog. So he lives right on the edge of the hill, or the mountain, I would say. You can see. We'll go take a walk over there to see what that looks like. So here's Joe's property. Take a look at this. What do you hear? Nothing. So that down there is the freeway, the 58 that we took to get up here. Is this not beautiful, guys? Okay, enough with the beauty. Let's get on to some slot car racing. Thanks for watching, and if you like this kind of content, please give us a like and subscribe.